channel, Shana For Real, where I keep it real. You already know what's the deal, and I'm back today with another entrepreneur video. You can call it, I think it's number 5. I'm pretty sure it's number 5. I know I've been gone for a minute and I say I'm back all the time, but then I disappear for a little bit, but I'm back again. But yeah, so this one's gonna be a little bit different. It's just gonna be on how I started my business, and I'll give you guys a little bit of advice from my situation. It's supposed to kind of be like a entrepreneur story time, if you want to say. And if you don't know what my business is, I'm a hairstylist. I do hair from home and I do lashes from home, and I also sell hair products, beauty supplies, and lash supplies now. So let's get into this video, but before I do, don't forget to subscribe down below and hit that thumbs up button. And I actually want to say shout out to all the people that actually been still subscribing to my channel, even though you guys see me MIA for a little bit. I really appreciate you guys, and it motivates me more when I see that, because I feel like, okay, people actually want to watch, and it makes me want to make more videos. So now I'm here with it. And also, I know I'm talking so much, but I've been busy doing hair and all that stuff, so it's like when I did get the chance to actually film, I was kind of like lazy and tired. So now I'm getting her done today, you know what I mean? So let's get into this video, because so I went to hair school in 2017. Then I finished last year, June, and then I started apprenticing. I went to like 3 different salons, and the third salon is where I actually stayed, where I received my license. I got signed off early. So what made me start my business, even though I already knew I wanted to work for myself from time, but like obviously I knew it was gonna take time, and like you gotta work and build your way up, save money, and do all this stuff. But yeah, so the last salon I was at, it was perfect. I probably would have, actually I wouldn't say I would have stayed there, but I probably would have been there a little bit longer. But since the owner switched over, the hours started to get cut. So I was doing like 33.5 hours a week, and then it went to like 20 something hours, then it went to like 14, then I was just doing a day, and I'm like, you know, it's not worth my time to drive where I was going from where I live. So I lived in Scarborough and I was going to Pickering. So I'm like, it wasn't worth it for me. So January is when I officially got the license. And then I kind of left that salon because I'm like, I have my license now, I can do my own thing. So I really and I do advise you guys, this is a little tip. Do not just quit your job and go straight into your business if your business is not off the ground, I would say. And I'm not really taking my own advice, but like I did it the other way. Like I just quit my job and I just went with the flow, and I kind of just risked it basically. So I wouldn't suggest that. You want to kind of stay at your job where you are, so you can fund your business, so you can do way more. 2 incomes is better than 1. And especially for working for yourself and stuff, like you don't know how much you're gonna make every month, every day, or whatever. So it's not a guaranteed income, you know. So that's what I did anyway. I decided to take it really serious. I wasn't taking hair seriously till this year, January, and actually for my first year, I have to say I did pretty darn good. But so yeah, how I started, I kind of just researched what you need. Like for me, it's kind of easy. Like I do hair from home, so I got myself a styling chair, a trolley. I already had all my tools, so I went and I bought supplies, all that stuff. And then I started advertising my work. I had a hair page, but I never was actively posting on it. I had it from when I was in hair school, and I would post like here and there. But then once I knew I started my business, I made sure I posted every single day. And so once I set up my Instagram account, like I had a few pictures on there, not a lot. Like I just kind of started advertising what I do. And I posted some ads on Kijiji, and I actually got some clients from Kijiji and some more clients from referrals with them. But my main source, I would say, how I got my clients was Instagram for sure. So yeah, so I ended up January, I started working from home. It was kind of slow, obviously. Like I was just starting, kind of figuring stuff out, setting my prices. And that's another thing, like the reason why on my Instagram, if you guys go and check, if you guys go and look, in my, I don't put prices, I put services. And the reason why too, because a lot of, I was told by another stylist, like, yeah, it's good to put your prices out there, but you don't want people to compare you, and if your prices are too high, they're automatically just gonna cut you off. I like when people, like, you can message me, I'll let you know the prices. And also the reason why I do that too is because I do change my prices. I don't change them like every single month, but like when I do, I don't want people to like, oh, but it says this price here, oh, but it says this, you know what I mean? So like, I do switch my prices, like, not like super often, but yeah. So when I want to do that, I do that. So I just list the services I want, and sometimes the service may differ depending on the person, depending on the hair, what they're looking for. So that's why I like when people message me to let me know what they want done first. So after like establishing, like building clientele, the clients were building, and I decided, like, obviously I want to make more money. Like, if I'm just doing hair and yeah, I'm just doing hair, that's just a service. So I'm like, I want to make more money, so I added on another thing. I went and I took the eyelash extension course, which is super like popping out here now. Everyone's doing it. I want to make more money, so you want to make, is it called residual income? Like when you make money in your sleep or whatever, I don't know. But so I decided to start, I want to start my own products, like, because if I'm doing hair, like, I might as well have my own products, like my head wraps, my oils, my edge control. So and how I did that, I went online, I just researched manufacturers and stuff, and I got samples, and then we went from there. And that was another way for me to make just more money instead. So if I'm not doing hair, I'm making money by selling a product. Well, after, like, I felt like I was more established, I went and I registered my business with the government. So I have a business license, and it says what I do. I put just hairstyling, but I really need to update it because, like, I do products too now, and I do have a website. So yeah, so that I'm making money from there as well. So after registering my business and all that, I went and, like, started really setting up my business. So I went and I opened up a business account. It's not a real business account. It's a account. It's with a bank, which is, I only make that account for my business. So any money I make from my business goes towards that account. Any e-transfers has a specific email which goes directly to that account. And the reason why I didn't get a real business account, and this is another tip, guys, when you're a small business and you're just starting out, you really want to save any sort of money you can here or there. No matter if it's $1, 10 cents, you want to save it. So before I did make this account, my business account, I did talk to an accountant, which they said it was fine as long as it just shows all your business stuff in one account and it's not like all over mixing with your personal. So yeah, so you don't have to open up a business account right off the bat, because you do get charged a monthly fee, and it's only for a certain amount of transactions, and you never know when you're gonna get busy, and then once you go over that transaction you get more, like, fees, right? So you can just open up a separate account which only is meant for your business. I use Simply because Simply it doesn't have an actual location, so there's no overhead, so it's free, a free account. You can open up the free account with them. And if you want, you guys can open up a business account. I'm just saying from my experience, like, it doesn't matter if I'm paying $10 a month. I don't want to pay $10 a month because I don't have to pay $10 a month. You know what I mean? But obviously in the future, I'm more aiming next year. I'm probably gonna open up a business account for sure because I want to get a business credit card. And the thing with that is, right now I only use, if I need to buy stuff for my business and I want to put it on a card, I use one of my cards and I just keep it strictly for business. So that way when I need to pull up receipts and stuff, I can see that I did it on that card. That's another tip, guys. Also too, you guys want to talk to an accountant before you start your business, because you have to know there's a lot of things. For me, I don't make as much as, yes, I'm just starting out, but it says if you're making under 30K, this is in Ontario, Canada, guys. If you're making under 30K, you do not require a GST number. Over 30K, you do require a GST number, and obviously you're gonna have to charge your clients or whatever you got, your items, if you're selling items, add tax on those items. So for the items, it's easy because, like, if you sell something for $10 online, you can just put, like, add tax. So when you do go to checkout, like, it automatically just adds a tax for you. For me, I don't do that, but another way is for any freelance people out there, like makeup artists, lash techs, hairstylists, barbers, or whatever you guys are. An easy way I would say is to add in the tax is, so, like, let's say like an item or a service or something is $20, and then with tax it comes up to like 23 something. I would just round it off to 25. So instead of that service being $20, it's now 25, and you got your tax from that that service. So there you go. And for people that don't charge tax, how it works, well, in Canada, how it works here, if you don't, you just kind of tell, like, go to accounting when you do your taxes, tally up everything, basically how much you made for the whole year. You could write stuff off too. That's another plus with having a business too. So you can write stuff off, and yeah, so at the end of the year, you would just kind of tell them how much you made, and then obviously if you do owe, you owe, and if you don't, you don't. And then you get your tax return. So that's another thing you guys should look into when doing your business. That's what I did for mine, and it was very helpful. I don't think I registered before I talked to an accountant. That's what the person on Service Canada told me to do. Talk to an accountant before you do anything. My next step from there, I just kind of started taking everything serious. So I kind of got more professional. As I told you guys, I changed around my Instagram. I got my website. I made an email specifically for my business which I love because now I'm just not mixing like, you know, in my personal and then my not personal. And then from there I mainly just started doing more and more advertising. So like on Kijiji I started doing promos. I actually recently just did a giveaway, and a giveaway, I gave away a service. I didn't give away a product. So technically I'm just losing my time, but then I'm gaining too, because the person that I did do, they loved it. And obviously if someone likes their hair or whatever service you're offering them, you did a really good job, they're gonna wanna come back and pay for your service. So that's another way I built up myself for right now. I'm stuttering so much. I'm just trying to think and talk at the same time. So I probably should have wrote this down, but I thought it was such a simple story. I thought I could just tell it all on camera. But yeah, so after that it was just mainly building, and then I kind of seen like what my clients wanted. So for my online store, I always wanted my own edge control, because I love edge control. In hair school I was doing everybody's edges. Like, you want your edges done, I finish your hairstyle, like, okay, you're done, do you want your edges done? Like, I loved doing edges, so that was my main thing. And then I wanted an edge control that can really hold, because a lot of them hold but sometimes they melt out or whatever, so I made sure I had that. And then another thing I did to keep my products going, so obviously you want to add more and more so people have variety and they can shop. I kind of just seeing what people need, or what I noticed that like here in our stores here, like in Canada, like what we need, and you can't really get, and so you have to order in line, you have to wait 10 years. Versus if you just order from me, you can get it like quick, and then I ship all around the world, so anyone can get it, you know what I mean? And yeah, so I kind of went with that flow. So right now I'm still building, and that was kind of like my story. Right now this is just my first year of business, and I want to give myself a tap on the shoulder because I did a pretty darn good job. Next year I'm hoping to do even more better things, and eventually one day I do want to have my own little salon or studio, whatever you want to call it, because I do lashes and hair, so I want to have like a little studio. But a lot of people ask me oh, when are you gonna open your salon or your salon? Because my clients are pretty good right now. Like, I'm living off of what I make. Like, and that's another thing. It's kind of a challenge, because you really, when you're working for yourself, you really, like, if you thought you had to budget when you're working for someone, you really have to budget when you're working for yourself. Because now you have to think of like, okay, you have to save to reinvest in your business. Never just take all that money and just spend it. Like, okay, I just made $100 off of hairdo, I'm gonna go blow it. Anytime I do hair, like, I save like 90% of what I make. And if like, say I'm running a little low on personal cash, I probably like take $20 from the style. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like I save like 80, keep 20, or sometimes I even just take 10, keep 90, something like that. But like, you really have to, all right, the camera got cut off because it ran out of space. But as I was saying, you really have to budget, because that's your only income, and it's just, you want to be able to reinvest in your business, and you want to be able to still live your life, obviously, and you obviously want to make money. So it's obviously another challenge when starting off on your own business and you're not like up there. But yeah, but so as I was saying about having my own salon, this is a tip for like anybody out there, like whether you're a painter or artist, lash tech, hair stylist, whatever. Don't rush and go and just get a salon space, even though it looks more professional. And you know, like, it depends on your situation, I could say. But like me, I do hair from home, and I'd rather do hair from home because there's no overhead. Like, I still live at home with my parents, so like there's no overhead. I think I just pay hydro hair, but like that's off. Versus if you go and you rent out a space, now you have to think, okay, now when if I charge $100 for a style, I'm probably gonna have to charge more for a style. And even if I still want to charge $100 for that style, like a big percent of that is going towards the overhead. Where versus you could do hair at home for free, or for more cheaper, I should say. I wouldn't say for free all the time, but or for cheaper, and your guests are comfortable. You get Wi-Fi. You probably get Wi-Fi at some salons too, but like you can get Wi-Fi, offer my clients drinks, all that stuff. And like I never had a problem yet. Like obviously if people don't feel comfortable coming to your home, they'll definitely go on the street and look for a salon. But like a lot of people come to me and I haven't gotten any complaints yet. So I say is, my thing is, work with what you have until you can do better. So that's my thing. Like don't rush and go and get a salon. It does look very professional. It's better to get your own space, but don't rush, because you don't want to put yourself back. Like you don't want to set yourself up for failure, because like, you know, you really, and I would say open a salon is when you're booked. Like you're booked out and you realize for a while, like, okay, I'm booked out. Now like I feel like I have the clients and all that I need to go to the next step, which is having my own salon space. That is my thing. So that's why I'm in no rush to get no space, because as I said, I'm not booked every day, but I'm booked weekly, and that's working for me right now. Obviously one day I do aim to be booked every day. That is like anyone's dream goal, and be booked out. But yeah, so that's just my little thing with that. If you guys are an entrepreneur or whatever and you guys want your own space, don't rush and do it. And my thing, what I really want to do with my business, like I obviously want to buy a house eventually down the line, but like when I do buy a house, or even if I go and rent somewhere, I would rent somewhere that has an extra room where I can just make one room geared towards my my space, like my own like little salon space, versus going out and like renting and then paying for somewhere and then paying rent or mortgage for your house. That's another tip I have. Everyone's different, but like do what you feel. It's just my story and the tips that I have for people. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it on my story. I'm gonna do, this was like a story time slash tips, but I think I'm gonna do another video on just tips, because I do have a lot of tips and I didn't talk about some of them just because it didn't go with my story, if that makes sense. Like when it came up in my story, that's when I brought it up, like, oh, here's a tip, but I'll do another video on that because I feel like I have some cool tips to give out, some good tips. But yeah, that's pretty much for my story. It's my first year of business. You know, next year next year officially January will make a year, but this was like my first year and I really did good. So far, I feel for myself for the first year, and yeah, I'm still growing and more stuff. So there's more to come. And also guys, if you guys haven't checked out my site, I did add a couple new stuff. So I did add some now headscarves, so like obviously guys too, guys. I was gonna only say girls, but I'm like, guys too need to tie down their hair too. But when you're going to bed, you have your new do, you want to tie down, I got some silk scarves. They're actually really big, so they cover a lot. Like I have single braids in, and they're like, my single braids are like down my back, so it only leaves up like this much at the end, so it covers a pretty good chunk of your hair. They're really soft and they're silk. I also have my own lash cleanser now, so when you guys do your lash test, and if you guys don't know, you guys should be cleaning your lashes every day and like brushing them and make sure there's no dirt and debris, because you don't want that to build up. And I got my lash cleansers for that. And also I've been adding wigs to my site, pre-made wigs, which you guys can order. I actually have one right now. I just sold one, so I have another one right now, so you guys can go check that out. I will link my website below. It's shana4hair.com, and you guys will see all the goodies down there. And I actually updated my site, so now like I didn't realize, like, so if you are looking from the States or like any other country, like it does have, you can change the currency, because before it was only Canadian. So now you guys can see in your currency, wherever you're shopping from, how much the items will be. And yeah, I ship worldwide, guys, so go shop, get some stuff. And yeah, and I'm gonna be back with another video probably very soon. I'll probably do the tips video next, so I'll probably be repeating some stuff I said in this video, but I'll do another video so it's strictly just for tips if you guys don't really care about my story. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys again in another video. Peace.